It's the busiest airport in Europe and handles more international air traffic than any airport in the world. It's a city in itself, covering more than 4 square miles. It's Heathrow, better known to millions of air travelers as London Airport. And in a few years' time, such is the growth of civil aviation, it won't be able to cope with the air traffic flying in and out of London. Ever since its opening in 1946, traffic has built up year by year. In a single month, more than 1 million passengers have landed or taken off from here, and the yearly average is 8 million. Soon, it'll be 10 million. Among them, and a magnet for the press photographers, a steady flow of celebrities. And millions who land unheralded to get first impressions of Britain from its crowded #1 airport. Thousands of cars squeeze into the airport every day, and wherever you turn in and around this boom city of the air, works are in progress to meet the growth in the years ahead. This new road link with London, part of the M4 motorway, will cut more than 20 minutes off the journey from London for most people and reduce the risk of missing plane connections. Many of today's air travelers have their cars picked up at the airport and parked elsewhere, where there's more room. But this new 5-story car park holds more than 1,100 cars, and 2 more like it are due to go up. The face of London Airport is changing so fast that those who work here, and there are more than 30,000 of them, hardly know what to expect from one day to the next. New roads inside the airport, new buildings, the last traces of the airport's beginnings 20 years ago fast disappearing. And on the outskirts, new hotels specially serving the airport, soundproofed against the noise of the big jets. At the hub of airport life, the Queen's Building. At the heart of it, the general manager of the London Group of Airports, running an empire of the air with a vast turnover, £9 million a year at Heathrow alone. Out of every 100 passengers using the airport, 35 travel via the Britannic building on internal flights to other parts of Britain. 20 via the Oceanic terminal on long-haul flights, and 45 through here to Europe. The European routes are by far the busiest.
Announcing the arrival of British Overseas Airways Flight 713 from Sydney and Zurich.
But whatever the destination, every man and his wife are in a hurry. It's an on-time world, serving a public that's highly sensitive to any delay. For the immigration officers, it means a quick decision in a matter of seconds on each passenger moving in or out of the country. Behind the scenes, unusual services, such as this, for families with time on their hands at the airport. Trained nurses and welfare staff look after the children while the mothers rest, and the nurseries are equipped with toys and playrooms. In the airport's kitchens, thousands of meals are prepared for eating in the air. In this airline's flight catering centre, 5,000 meals a day, set up by 28 cooks and a chef de cuisine. The weekly order runs to nearly 500 pounds of fillet steak, 1,000 chickens, 40 pounds of caviar, and a ton of English cheeses. And the meals, they range from open sandwiches to full 4-course dinners that'll be eaten 20,000 feet or so over Europe. The jets themselves have a giant's appetite. Fuel is poured out at an incredible rate, more than half of it through one oil company's pipelines from a depot 9 miles from the airport. Without the pipelines, more than 150 road tankers would be needed to keep up the daily flow. For London Airport's jets swallow around 150 million gallons of jet fuel and between 20 and 30 million gallons of petrol a year. They're fueled from high-pressure tankers, carrying up to 10,000 gallons at a time, and filling the 20,000-gallon tanks of a Boeing 707 in 25 minutes. One flight over, another to be prepared for. Maintenance goes on round the clock. Crews report 1 hour before takeoff time. Flight planning means that a lot of information has to be collected and absorbed by the captain. The route has to be studied, alternative airports noted in case of diversion, and the Met Office consulted about winds and weather en route. The captain may ask for a weather picture for the whole of Europe, or for extra fuel. And finally comes the briefing of his crew. Just as passenger flying has increased, so has air cargo work. Today, London Airport handles around 140,000 tons of freight and mail a year, and that doesn't include supplies for passenger flights like this. The safety of the plane depends on the skilled loading and stowing of baggage in the hold. It's got to be secure and properly balanced. The boom in civil flying means big business. Fees for landing planes alone bring in more than £5 million, and charges for departing travellers abroad almost another million. For the airline operators, and more than 50 companies are flying in and out of London Airport, it's a fiercely competitive industry in which prestige is vital. And one way to win prestige and influence air travellers is to fly the latest aircraft. New generation jets like the VC-10 here, and the Trident. To take some of the pressure off London Airport, this airport at Gatwick is being extended. 30 miles south of London, with a railway service right into the capital, it's already handling over 1 million passengers a year. By 1970, it'll be handling 2.5 million, and not long after that, 5 million. Its main terminal building is being doubled in size under a £2.5 million contract. But in the 1970s, London Airport and Gatwick together won't be able to cope with all London's air traffic. And Stansted Airport in Essex is planned as London's third airport. At present, it's mainly used for flying training and diversions. Heathrow is known the world over as the pilot's ideal of what an airport should be. Its standard of air traffic control is unique. Its talk-down operators legendary. Regardless of weather, all flights into London Airport are instrument-controlled. 150,000 takeoffs and landings a year, one every 90 seconds during busy periods, but it's reaching full capacity, and many a takeoff tomorrow will have to be from one of London's newer airports.